Welcome students. In this video we will be discussing about external respiration. Okay, the mechanisms and the events that happens or take place during external respiration. We will be talking about this in this video. Okay, so first of all we have to say external respiration is of two types. Okay, two types. One is inspiration or breathe in, and another is expiration or breathe out. We are going to discuss about this, the first process, that is the breathe in or inspiration, about this video. So what happens during this inspiration? Okay, so let's talk about it in a detail. Okay, so in case of breathe in or inspiration means oxygenated air or normal air to be taken in through our nasal cavity, and which will be performing the its function. Okay, so what happened during inspiration? In this manner, there is, while performing this action, there is a muscle cells involved in performing this function, which is named as diaphragm. Okay, diaphragm present just below our thoracic cavity. Thoracic cavity means where our rib cage ends. Okay, where our rib cage ends and the abdominal things started. Okay, the digestive part started. There is the partition. Diaphragm acts as a partition, you can say, between the upper cavity and the lower cavity. Okay. So this diaphragm takes an important part in performing the inspiration process. So what actually happens? I am discussing it. Look at, be very careful. First, the diaphragm present in our body, it's always maintain a fixed position. Okay, diaphragm not always maintain, but diaphragm has a fixed position. Okay, suppose the fixed position of the diaphragm is like this. This is the diaphragm fixed position. So once the inspiration started, what happens? And the diaphragm is always associated with the upper cavity and the lower cavity. Okay, that means it is associated with the upper thoracic cavity and the lower abdominal cavity. Okay, so once the inspiration taking place, the diaphragm, it is the first occurrence. Okay, be very careful about these things. This is the very major things. The diaphragm is the first. On the first things, the diaphragm changes its position. Okay, so suppose the diaphragm position is like this. Okay, and it is associated with the rib cage, which the lungs is in between them. Okay, so the diaphragm moves a bit downward in case of inspiration. Okay, diaphragm moves from its original position. It's now moving. Okay, so the diaphragm original position was like this. Now it has moves into this position. So what will be its consequence? It's a general common sense. Look at here. The diaphragm is associated with the rib cage and the lungs. So once it releases, it's contracted, the space between this, that is the lungs and the diaphragm, the space between this will expand, will increase, right now. So diaphragm is moving downwards and the space between them is increased. That means space between them is getting wider. Okay, so as a result, what happens next? The diaphragm is moving down, space between them is increased. So as a result, there is a muscle named as intercostal muscle, which is associated with the rib cage and the lungs. These muscles are contracted. That means the normal position of the normal position of the lungs, like in this position. Okay, it is your normal position. Okay, and once diaphragm gets down, its position will become wider. Okay, so its position become wider. That means the rib cage is moving from its original position, right now. So rib cage is moving from its original position and it's making the passage a bit wider. Okay, a more passage, creating a more passage. So what will happen? The diaphragm now, it's for the revised condition, the diaphragm is not in the same position, it's get wider, it's get downwards. The rib cage, which was in like this position, it become wider. So you can see the volume in between them, it's become much more. Okay, than the volume what was in the previous condition. Previous condition, let's say suppose the position of the lungs and the diaphragm was like that. So the volume in between them is just this one, this is the volume, and in the revised condition we can see, we can witness the volume is getting wider. So you have a greater volume this time. Okay, so what happens next? If the volume, there is a rule, if the volume is inflated or increased, the pressure in between them is decreased. Okay, the pressure in between them is decreased, and it is a normal concept that if the air pressure means the air pressure, the normal air pressure, and if the air pressure is shifting from its original position, what will happen? There will be imbalance. So to make this proper in a proper balance, what will be the consequence? The air will rush out inside our respiratory tract. Between you have to maintain the air pressure inside your lungs, and in this process we are witnessing the air pressure is always decreasing right now. So by this inspiration, the air pressure is decreasing because the volume is expanding. Always remember, the volume and the pressure is always in an inverse ratio. That means if the volume is increased, the air pressure will be decreased, and these things happens in inspiration. So the air pressure is now decreasing. So to fill up this vacant space, that is the normal air, make the air pressure normal, air will rush out through the windpipe, and then will it fill up the respiratory tract, the air pressure of the, maintain the air pressure. Okay, and what will be its consequence? As the diaphragm moves down, the rib cage associated with it to make this wider, because it is kind of increasing, and if it is increasing, the inspiration, what happens, we can see this means, that means the rib cage, the position of the rib cage is upwards and outwards. That means rib cage, to make this vacant space, to make the volume greater, rib cage is moving outwards. That means rib cage in the position, it's moving upwards. Okay, moving upwards and outwards to fill up the increased volume. Okay, so this is the main change here. The diaphragm from its normal position is getting downwards, the rib cage move outwards and wider, that means outwards. Okay, and that decrease the air pressure. So to fill up this air pressure, air will eventually come from outside to fill in the respiratory tract. Okay, I have a diagram. Look at the diagram here, it is already elaborated. Suppose it is the red one is your normal position of diaphragm, and the green one is the revised condition. So the diaphragm has moved towards the in this position. Okay, and the position of the rib cage will be outwards. Okay, it will expand. So now you have a greater space between them. Okay, what I have already mentioned. So the air pressure will decrease and oxygen will be coming inside your lungs. Okay, so that is the main fundamental from inspiration. Hope you understand it. Now go through the chapter in your book, and we will be discussing about the external respiration, breathe out, in the next video. Okay, thank you.